Europe has recorded 250,000 dead and is trying to protect itself. Europe, grappling with a powerful second wave, surpassed 250,000 dead from COVID-19 on Sunday, as Israel and the Australian city of Melbourne embarked on gradual deconfinement after weeks of draconian restrictions. With more than 8,000 deaths recorded in 7 days, Europe has seen its heaviest toll in a week since mid-May, and many countries are trying to protect themselves by increasing health measures. The last European country to announce measures on Sunday, Switzerland, relatively spared by the first wave of spring, but grappling with an exponential increase in cases, makes it compulsory from Monday to wear a mask in closed public places, stations, airports, bus and tram stops, restricts gatherings and recommends telecommuting. Deploring 1,822 deaths from COVID-19 for 8.6 million inhabitants, Switzerland is the country in Europe where the disease has progressed the fastest last week, plus 146%, according to an AFP count. 100 days of confinement. In Israel, after a month of restrictions, nurseries, preschools, national parks, beaches and non-public businesses have reopened, and Israelis can now move more than a kilometer from their homes. However, gatherings remain limited. In the spring, Israel quickly lifted a first lockdown, wanting to revive the economy. But the country of 9 million people recorded one of the highest infection rates in the world in September, since divided by 4, according to AFP data. In total, the authorities have identified more than 302,800 patients, including nearly 2,200 deaths. In Australia, the 5 million inhabitants of Melbourne, the country's second city confined for more than 100 days, have been able since Sunday to leave their homes for more than 2 hours a day and to travel up to 25 kilometers away to make sport, buy basic necessities and work in professions deemed essential. Daniel Andrews, Prime Minister of Melbourne, Victoria, however, rejected a lifting of other restrictions, citing further easing on November 1 if the epidemic remained under control. Since the start of the pandemic, Australia, 25 million people, has counted some 27,000 cases and 904 deaths, including 800 in the state of Victoria. These few local improvements do not reverse the global trend. The indicators are red. At least 1,111,152 deaths and more than 39.7 million infections have been recorded since the start of the pandemic, according to an AFP count on Sunday. At least 5,302 deaths and 372,882 new cases were recorded on Saturday. The most bereaved country is the United States, at least 219,289 dead, or nearly 1 in 5 worldwide, followed by Brazil, 153,675 dead, and India, 114,031 dead. Restrictions in Europe. In Europe, a total of 250,030 deaths from COVID-19 have been declared, for 7,366,028 cases, according to an AFP report on Sunday, of which more than two-thirds are in the United Kingdom. 43,646 deaths, 722,409 infections, Italy 36,543, 414,241 Spain 33,775, 936,560 France 867,197 and Russia 24,187, 1,399,334. Across the continent, restrictions are increasing. France, which on Saturday recorded a record of more than 32,000 new cases, introduced a curfew from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. for at least a month in a dozen large cities, including Paris and its suburbs. In total, 20 million people are affected, almost a third of the country's population, which has one of the worst records in Europe, more than 33,300 deaths and 834,770 cases. The United Kingdom, the most bereaved country in Europe, at least 43,579 dead, also tightened the screws on Saturday in London and in several other areas, where 11 million people. The meetings inside between parents and friends from different homes are prohibited. As for Lancashire, North West and Liverpool, they are on maximum health alert, which means the ban on meetings between different households inside and outside, and the closure of pubs not serving meals. In Germany, which is also beating its daily records for new cases, Chancellor Angela Merkel solemnly asked her fellow citizens on Saturday to reduce their social relations as much as possible and to stay at home. Slovakia has announced a screening campaign for every 10+ years, while Slovenia has given up on contact tracing due to lack of staff. Wash one's hands. In Poland, Warsaw and other major cities have closed middle and high schools, banned wedding ceremonies, restricted the number of people admitted to shops, transport and places of worship, and restaurants must close at 9 p.m. In the Czech Republic, which has the highest rate of infection and death per 100,000 mainland residents, the government has asked the military to build a 500-bed field hospital outside of Prague. Italy, already hard hit in the spring, reported 10,010 new cases on Friday, its all-time high. Since Saturday, bars and restaurants have to close at midnight in Lombardy North, the most affected region. The Italian government decided on Sunday to mobilize an additional €39 billion to support its economy, the third largest in the Eurozone. To fight the pandemic, frequent hand washing, recommended by the WHO from the start, is essential, confirms a Japanese study, according to which the coronavirus survives 9 hours on the skin, 5 times longer than the flu.